fresh blood to San Antonio, coming all the way from Seattle. She is new, and she is making a breathtaking debut in this city. So she is a Filipino-American poet and published author. Her work focuses on cultural identity, survivor advocacy, and more. Please give it up for Vanessa Verse.
Hi everybody. I'm not this tall. Hello. Okay, so hi, I'm Vanessa, and you're now in the Vanessa Verse, which is a safe space for you. Alright, one sec. You think this is cool? It's a little low. It's right here? Right here? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright, thank you. Alright, now we're better. We're better than we were 10 seconds ago. Alright. Okay, so yeah, this is a safe space for you and for me. So since it's a safe space, I just want you guys to know I will give you guys some poems that are sad, angry, and happy, and maybe a love poem if you got time for that. But since I'm going to give you some sad poems, I need you to turn to the person next to you and say, it's okay to be sad.
It's okay to be sad.
Turn to the person next to you and say, it's okay to be angry. Turn to the person next to you and say, it's okay to love. Alright, cool. Yes. So if you start seeing somebody crying, just say one of those things. It's gonna work, I promise. Okay. So we're just gonna get into these poems, okay? So this first one is called Dancing in the Rain. So hi. Again, my name is Vanessa and I'm from Seattle. And sometimes when I tell people that, they like to bring up how Seattle is known for having high suicide rates. The nation putting blame on the limited touches of sunshine, limited time outdoors, limited blue skies, the lack of hope for a brighter day because even we know the whole week is grayed out. And then I think about who in my family was on suicide watch. When depression and anger was home half the time, I watched my cousin's eyes conjure up a death wish. And I remember I was so scared to lose my brother from the pain of cutting away from this city by the age of 9. So if you must know, suicide hit Seattle locals like silent guns. And we used to the blood, emotional baggage, we're familiar with the exit wounds. We wear them like matching tattoos. We call them grief, we call them closure. We call them by their names when everyone else calls them by the numbers. My best friends, suicidal, clinically depressed. I've missed so many memorials, and some of us didn't make it to prom. And so to silence the grief, even for just a moment, we dance. Drown the screaming heartbreak of whatever the DJ is playing until we can't hear the loss as loud as it is, and we move until our limbs feel numb and our insides feel like they've been dipped in acid, and we move through the rain as if it were our dance instructor. Run footwork through slippery sidewalks that reflect our lost ones because our puddles are heaven's mirrors. And so we dance. Like everyone and our angels are watching, and we know we don't do it alone. So if you're from out of state, which you all are, and our precipitation is a song that you would like to hear, and our instruments pull you in, but you're scared of tripping over your own steps, come find a survivor, come find me. And I will teach you how to dance in the rain. Thank you. That was sad. All right, turn to the person next to you and say, it's okay to be sad.
It's okay to be sad.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay to be sad. Cool. The next poem is a little angry.
It's okay to be angry.
Yeah. So I met this guy, right? And he made me believe that these butterfly wings never melt from flying so fast back and forth, just barely running into the walls of my stomach. And I thought that I finally found someone who understood me. Until he told me that he hated when Filipinos would talk in their own language. And he hated Filipinos from the Philippines because they were dirty. And this guy was Filipino. True story. I told him, sweetie, to get with me, you gotta be good with your tongue. Hindi mo yan. With their culture on your taste buds, respect blushed on your cheeks, speak 3 words of love towards your people and willingness to lick off the poverty in our islands. And one day he told me not to tan. He said that brown skin was ugly. And being Indian, you don't understand because you see, I may be a light Filipino, but I am not ashamed to be brown. You see, media has tainted our minds and fixed our eyes to the colors that are light, making bleach the most desired accessory. And if you didn't have the latest, you were considered ugly. Trust me. I've been in Filipino bathrooms that showcase their skin whitening papaya soap, forbidding Tagalog to run past their throats. And like you, I grew up with English as my first language, so I understand it's difficult learning to communicate. So I see that's our only common trait. We're not the same. They're your brighter side. I see you've been culture gentrified, and I don't care if you're cute. I will never let your disrespect slide, because I know where I came from. My family name Echo Filipino province, and my roots are grounded in Ilocano soil, loved generously by indigenous sand, and somehow you think yours is perfect. May I remind you, it's man-made. You're so proud of the unnatural. That's why you speak with so much negativity, like a brainwashed contradiction. How you gonna say you hate Filipinos, but you wanna date me and I have tattoos in Babayan? But okay, wait. I know I'm not perfect either, but at least I still bless my lolas by their hands because my nanay taught me better. At least my eyes aren't ashamed to mirror my ancestors, and at least my hands know what history tastes like. And if you think you're gonna get another chance, then honey, you picked the wrong side. Look, I get it. It's that easy. Holding on to your culture when you're shocked by everything unfamiliar, and you start to get used to new backgrounds, new accents, new languages, far from odd tongues bases. I too know how hard it is to remember that your branches are spread across oceans to a land with natives that cannot see beyond your first leaf. Fight it all you want. With the battle between your blood broken down and our islander patterns and your phobia conjured up by skin, never kissed by our stars, will always render your fists powerless. Thank you. Alright, turn to the person next to you, say it's okay to be angry. It's okay. Thank you. Yes, it's okay. Yeah, these feelings, we're supposed to like these feelings. Like, accept these feelings. Yes. Okay. We got sad, happy. No, sad and happy. We're doing happy now. Turn to the person next to you, say it's okay to be happy.
It's okay to be happy.
Okay, cool. Food makes me really happy. Woo! Just want you guys to know that. I'm so funny. That was really cute. I like that. So, okay, this one's about Filipino food. So my blood be dinuguan, dark and scary to some, but still a memorable classic. My blood be pressure, talent, ambition. When my dad and his siblings opened up a Filipino restaurant, I worked while on vacation as their temporary waitress, and I have never been so proud to be Filipino. Knowing that the table I walked towards is moments away from tasting the exact same food that raised me. Season my bones in bravery, measured perfectly by limbs and senses. Traditional metrics never had use in our kitchen. It's the aromatics of my cultural identity, so how can I not know when it's right? When there's enough garlic and onion, when there's enough salt and pepper. We practice our preferences until our children are born with patterned palates. These people have no idea they're consuming clones of my soul. My dad taught me everything I know about food. I would spend all day preparing my favorite Filipino dishes, this Filipino oxtail curry called kare-kare. And when this dish is ordered, I smile, excited for the mastery in the kitchen attention that my dad puts into his kare-kare to make the oxtail tender. Fall off the bone, a slow dance to strip the tripe as if it graduated from being butcher scraps posing on top of rice beds. This dish is literally wisdom and confidence coated in peanut curry sauce. Food was the main way that my dad showed me and my brothers that we are loved. Taught me what love can create. How important patience is. Simmer and low heat. Be generous with your time. Pack their to-go plates. Fill their stomachs up for 7 days. We're Filipino, not stingy. He reminds me, and I listen. He reminds me that I am an Ilocano queen and I like my adobo more sour than sweet. Extra lemon and tamarind in my sinigang. I'm a day one palabok type of ate, and it's always free my kuyas. And I mean, I've been holding my lumpia because when dad is cooking, we listen. Because if there's ever a time I would have to teach my children about love, I would hope they think of my cooking. The love my dad passed on to me, I would hope that when they take their bites at the dinner table, they are always familiar with a connection to tradition, influenced by invasive countries that remind us that we are resilient, strong, and adaptable. I would hope that my children will always know the contents of this hereditary flavor, because this is what Filipino love tastes like. Thank you. All right, again, turn the next person next to you, say it's okay to be happy.
It's okay to be happy.
All right, cool.
I'm happy.
You're happy, let's go. All right, okay, love. Now we're doing love. All right, hold on. Okay, so I just put out a collection of love or romance poetry, pretty much dedicated to the love of my life. And I'm just gonna read one of the poems. I love all the poems in this book. It's just very personal to me. But yeah, so this poem is called On Time. Turn to the person next to you, say, it's okay to love.
It's okay to love.
Thank you. Okay. We turned his living room into a music library, constructed by our memories, held closest to our ears, lyrics that surround our hearts, and we exposed the full parts of us. We poured into each other's empties, each patient yet excited vessel. We never thought we could be filled by anyone strong enough to hold the weight of our favorite songs, or anyone with healthy contents or intentions that match our playlist, and we just stared at each other, knowing love is present, but scared to say it out loud, scared that this might be a little too late or a little too much, and we just wanted to make sure that when it leaves our lips, there's no question that we need it, hoping music can say things we're not able to say ourselves, and we're both wondering if this could be that time, because we knew it was the point. We blew to our emotions, lifted albums from the past, introduced the artists that left us speechless or helped us when we were restless. We took our time in that living room, adding to each other's clouds. Because time just doesn't ever stay still when you need it to. Time is never on our side when you're active duty and there's something real in front of you. Time has never known this feeling in my chest, never danced with these butterflies that did break dance to old school break beats in my stomach. Whenever he looks at me, whenever we pick at each other's brains, whenever we slip lyrics into conversations that pull sound out of our fingertips that know exactly where to touch us the same way. I really wanted to say I love you, but we're scared. Because time doesn't know how to dance. Probably because it never listens. It just knows how to lead. So it smiles when others do the same. Thank you. Alright, that's all I got for you guys. My name is Vanessa, Vanessa. I'm selling this hat right here. It's called Excuse My Poetry. It says Excuse My Poet Brain. And I have another hat over there. Just come through to the table, please. It's intermission now. Yeah.